There comes a stage at every Football Manager season where you think, are we doing okay? And then you actually think that we're blooming good. Yes, we are blooming good. We are doing very, very well indeed. In fact, wins against West Ham, Leeds, Wolves, 6-0. Absolute annihilation. And then we've gone and beaten Spurs at Spurs 2-1, meaning that we are currently, I'll bring up the Premier League, in 4th place. We are in 4th place. Man City are miles ahead, but we're only 4 points behind Arsenal. It's just unbelievable. And then on the back of that, the fact that Sadiq Khan has announced he's going to retire. Now, it says he's going to stand down and someone else is going to take over the day-to-day running. I don't know whether that means there's going to be a takeover or there's a chance of a takeover, but surely Fulham are got to be a ripe team for that. But as it stands at the moment, we're about to be playing, who is it? On the right screens here, James. Dartford in the FA Cup 4th round, and then Chelsea. If we can beat Chelsea as well, oh my days. I just said it. Fulham attracting interest from a takeover. Doesn't say who or what, but it does say that the chairman is looking to step aside. We know that because he said he's going to retire. Does that mean we could have a decent takeover? This could be really good. Oh my God. Tycoon, Eyes, Fulham. Eurosport has reported that a mystery foreign tycoon is looking at completing a buyout of the club with a large sum of money for new players and facilities. Yeah, and Elio Enciso is out for 3 weeks on the back of it. Oh my word. A tycoon? Yes, please. Oh my God. The board have been placed in embargo under transfer of a possible takeover. I can't spit my words out. Fulham promised takeover bounty. American investor Thomas King is going to make £151 million available for new players if he's successful. Reported to be buying the club for £621 million. Can I actually click on this? Yes, we can. Been placed under transfer embargo. I'm glad that happened before we did our transfers, because transfer activity, we have a quick look at, because we've just finished January, transfer history, we did bring in one more player who is a goalkeeper. Yes, 23-year-old from Real Madrid, 3.5-star potential, 2-star current ability, 6'2". It was rude not to, really, for £12.5 million, considering he's now worth double that. But as it stands at the moment, this is getting interesting. And for the FA Cup game against Dartford, Quickglass comes in to make his debut. Yes, the new goalkeeper. He's not anything like really special, but I'm going to play him anyway, rather than OK, who is quite old, and I didn't realise how low down the pecking order he was, but that's what we're going to go with. Genie at right back, Priisek, Koulibaly and Robinson as your back four, Neves and Ducat in midfield, Evans and Adingra on the wings, Xerxes and Mordstead up front. Yeah, we're going to go whole hog straight in, see what we can do, and change it if necessary. It's the FA Cup, and the 4th round at that. Now, the thing is, today, against Dartford, this lot are got their own tycoon as well, I think, pretty much. But go and enjoy the game. Let's go and have some fun. Here at Fulham, Fulham fans are going mental. It is going to be an interesting one, because at the end of the day, we just don't know what's going to happen here. Now, we need to change that back up, because we want the broadcast one and see if it works this time. Ruben Neves over the free kick. The captain today. Not working. It's not working for some reason. There's something wrong with that stand. That's annoying. Tactical. We might have to check the views in a minute and see which is the best one. I'll be balanced. Positive mentality. 4 shots in the opening 16, 17 minutes. And not a lot going on, should we say. Right, hang on. What the hell is going on here? Key highlights. Get this right, James. Vertical scrolling. Dynamic. Is it to do with the height of the camera? Ah. Right. Okay, now I get it. Aerial. Can we zoom in? Behind the goal? Right. I think we might have to go behind the goal for this now. See what's going on. What on earth was that? Koulibaly to Robinson. I'm wondering whether it's the stadium pack that I've got. Because I have got Bassy Boy's stadium pack, and I'm wondering whether that's causing the issues. Evans. Lovely stuff. Gets to the byline, and there's Xerxes. Finally!
Oh, well, you know, it just had to be, didn't it? Xerxes, the false nine. What on earth is going on here? Well, I don't know what's going on at the minute. Can we... Xerxes. Well, it's beyond the goal, I suppose, but we need a new stadium, by the look of it.
Yeah, maybe you're right there, Bob. Oh, my word. Maybe I've got to get rid of the stadium pack. It would be a disaster if we do. Hürfeld. Glass? Glass? Something like that. So I might have to check that one. Genie. Evans. Rolls it in to Genie. Genie puts it across, and it's a corner. Yeah, the stadium's looking so much better. But is it a detriment to the game? Neves whips it in. Evans. Oh, it's over the bar. Over the bar. Now, we might have to check on that to see if there is a way of changing it up. The cat gets the ball. Adingra into Maudstead. Adingra takes over, driving forward, going through, gives it to Robinson. Robinson pulls it back, and Max Maudstead makes it 2.
Ah, it's lovely to see, innit? Both the strikers on the score sheet against this lowly team, which is Dartford. I can't believe that Dartford are actually top. Oh, he was offside, wasn't he? I think he might have been offside when he actually took the shot, but hey ho.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Bob. It did look like he did stray a little bit, but Dartford being put to the sword today. This is exactly what we expected. Koulibaly coming out of defence, rolls it into Maudstead. Maudstead's in, and he makes it 3. Bit easy now, isn't it?
It is very easy. This is just turning on the style, and we can't see it again.
I know, Bob. I'm a little bit disappointed, I've got to say. We might need to save the game and see if we can make the difference with the restart. Koulibaly into Robinson. Robinson now to Adingra. They're having fun. They're enjoying themselves. Xerxes to Evans. Oh, that was close. That was close. Still 10 minutes this have to go. We are having fun. 3-0 up. Game's done and dusted. I want to find out whether we've got Tycoon. Sometimes when you're playing the game and those sorts of things happen, the matches aren't really important at the moment, are they? Somehow, Adingra's missed. Malden makes the save. Yeah, the football match really isn't of any importance at the moment. I want to know whether we're going to get a Tycoon takeover. Quick glass. Into Robinson. To Cat. Finds Maudstead. Adingra. Jinkin. Coming inside. Goes through the lot of them, but Malden makes the save again. You know. This is the sort of game that we just need a nice, decent win. Adingra's on a 6-6, look. That is disappointing. Genie 6-8. Well, tell Jake to shoot less. Okay? Neves to Maudstead. Tries his luck. Been a dominant spell from Fulham. Well, so it should be. We are playing a team that are right down the divisions. Brilliant half, though. Keep it going. You know, it's a non-league football team. If we're not beating them, we need to be having our heads examined, don't we, really? Because at the end of the day, this is a game that we should be winning quite comfortably. Williams trying to go past Adingra. Adingra says no thank you very much and gets on his bike. Slows the play down. Jinks it in. Robinson. Can he beat his man? Doesn't need to. Just rolls it to Adingra. Gets the ball in. Xerxes there. All stayed in play somehow. Yeah, Xerxes. We did a promise of play him as a false nine, and he's saying like thumbs down. He's playing as a false nine. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. He's going to become unhappy. I know he is. It's going to be a nightmare. If they score... That was close. That was close. Yeah, I was going to say. Pridglass forward. Lumps it in. Maudstead heads it into Xerxes' path. Evans rolls it out of play. Genie, I'm not quite sure what he was doing. Maybe they want me to make changes, but as it stands at the moment, 22 shots to their 2. They are... they've had a couple of shots, which I'm not happy about. Here we go. Xerxes to the byline. In. Maudstead over the bar. Son, you got to hit the target there. You got to hit the target. I don't know if we're going to do Chelsea, because I want to see if there's going to be this tycoon takeover. That's more important, I think. Right, we'll just highlight and then we'll make some changes, I think, because I don't want to be running everyone into the ground in a game that is dead and buried already. Xerxes. Griffeld. Into Xerxes. Maudstead. Corner ball. Fulham piling the pressure on again, it says. Right, Nino, Anderson, King, Wilson and Ortega onto the pitch. We do have a corner as well, just before those highlights start. But Malden makes a comfortable claim there. To be fair, yeah, the goalkeeper's not had a bad day, is he? Wilson rolls it out to Robinson. Adingra. Ball still in play from this corner. Ball in. Xerxes puts it wide. That's an awful finish, son. That is not good. Right. 20 minutes to go. Crazy. Crazy football. Team to discourage long shots. Wilson whips it in. Keeper makes a save again. Ortega slices it high and wide. 34 shots we've had now. To only score 3 is a little bit disappointing, to be honest. Especially with an XG of 4.32. There's still 20 minutes of football to go. Can we get the XG over 5? That would be crazy. The Cat. Koulibaly. Into King. Sprays it out to Ortega. Ortega beats his man, gets taken down. Somebody called Ramirez playing. Have they gone totally foreign, these guys? Ortega has a pop. Oh, that should have been a goal, son. That should have been a goal. That's put the XG up by 0.03. Come on, let's get it over 5, please. Let's go attacking. Let's go and pile a bit more pressure on to this team. 14 corners, 1 to them. They do get a goal. It's the old thing of, well, you know, they deserve one. But I don't think so. I don't think so. Koulibaly rolls it to Robinson. Robinson now, over the halfway line. Chips it inside. Robinson, can he beat his man? Yes, he can. Gets held up. It's another free kick. The amount of free kicks in this game has been absolutely unbelievable. He's been yellow carded now, as Matt Williams. Looks a little bit disappointed with it. But whipped in again. Nothing comes of it. Not really. Don't get it. Don't get it. You'd think we're on... Oh, there we go.
Well, finally, Ortega does score a goal. It's a beauty, and we're not going to see it. I'm so disappointed with this.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a pain in the backside, this. But I wonder if we turn it off, whether it will make a difference. Because not ideal. Don't give them a chance. And they have scored. And they have scored. 4-1. Not interested in theirs because we can't see it anyway. We nearly score again. There's only 2 minutes to go in the game. It's a weird old game of football, this one. Holland lumps it forward. Koulibaly wins the header. Wilson. Inside to Xerxes. Xerxes to Ortega. Puts it to Maudstead. Maudstead rolls it back into Ortega. Ortega. Oh, that was a decent shot. The XG is nearly there. It's 4-9. Come on, one more little bit. Come on. One more decent shot. 4-9-4. Is it actually going to do it? Minute to go. We're so close to an XG of 5. Oh, my days. So close. Well, Maudstead, man of the match. Quick Glass makes his debut, but unfortunately not a debut to remember because he actually conceded a goal. Right, let's click on a few days and see if we can find out what's going on with this Tycoon takeover. More interesting news, something is going on for sure. The board wish to inform you they're no longer paying attention to the promise you made of keeping the director of football, Tony Khan. Yeah, we tried to replace him, but couldn't because we said we'd stay with him. We now can do what we want. I think that Sadiq Khan is bailing out big style, and it's about to happen. But you'll have to find out in the next episode whether it does, because this video's getting long and we don't want to be going on too long. Now, yes, it's a cliffhanger, but who knows? We'll find out next time out. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like, subscribe and get notified to all the future uploads for the Priisek channel. And thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.